Alright folks, good morning! We were just about to finish this game the last time we streamed. And what happened? Is we end up getting a disconnection right at the end. We made it to chapter 15, Fireworks. Finally made it to Luoyang. Go away pop-ups on the Twitch dashboard. Yes, I know about these collaboration tools. You've been spamming them for a week. Bonnie made it to Loyang, got more of Sue's backstory, to include the confirmation that was in fact her dad that we killed way at the start of the game. Except she knows now. She's dead, she's thrown herself into a lake, and we were in the middle of getting like this last bit of backstory about how much she was doing when wandering through northern Shan, trying to find her dad's killer, and finally getting a good lead on us, and then bam, slight disconnect. So, we had left off with little tiny child Sue having consumed the brother stew that her mom cooked, and her mother, who was just hanging around anyway. And then she actually took pieces of them to carry with her as travel provisions, finished consuming them, got captured by cannibals, killed her first kills, killed and ate those cannibals, and then continued on until she came to one city where she served as a cook's apprentice for a bit until she got a hint to go to another city that has this brothel that bandits love to visit. And she became an assistant to a consort there. And now she's been given a hint about all the pawn shops where the bandits like to fence their goods. Because by now she's assuming her dad has been killed by bandits. And so she goes to a pawn shop where the heirloom has been sold, that she could find out who sold it and zero in on that. I don't think she's going to find the family heirloom, because dad already had 3,000 silver. What was it, 200, 400 copper? 3,000 coins, which was like 3-4 taels and a bit of copper. So he already sold the heirloom and was on his way back, I bet. But she had the pouch. She's gonna go to the pawn shop. She's gonna find that pouch, and that's gonna be your confirmation that dad died. And she's gonna ask who sold it. She's gonna find out who sold it, and that is why she hated us so at the beginning. Vitamins. Over how long? The following year. Two jobs, and it's only taken till now to get a job that actually pays. The last job she got, she was getting paid in experience, basically. And it turns out Grandpa Chef had just died. Never gets to visit him again. Wazal City.
老爷，这里的当铺都卖些啥？我想看看有啥能买的货。
哎，去，娃子一边玩去。
我有钱，我想去后面的库房把货都看一遍。
不行，有钱也不能给你这小娃子看。
Why not? She's a paying customer.
要是什么都不买，到时候就赔给老爷1两碎银。
One hotel.
哦，你这小娃子该不会是想骗我吧？
我是当真的，我先把银子压在这儿，说话算数。
咦，这年头，小娃子一个比一个怪。
Kids these days, they actually want to look at my goods and possibly buy something.
看一会儿就得出来啊，也别给我翻乱了。
Is that the box? Is that the box that the heirloom was in? Didn't even get the blood washed off. But it's the pouch. It's not the box, it's the pouch next to it, right? It is a pouch. Dad's dead, kid, and that's the confirmation. It even has the embroidered An on it. Lang carried that for a year before selling it. If he never sold it, then she wouldn't have zeroed in on him.
找到想买的东西没？
找到了，
找到了。哦，我看看，你想买啥呀？
Oh, the art clearly shows two hands. No, I'm just kidding. That's the truth, kid.
哎，小娃子，你这是哭啥呀？就是买个旧荷包，至于哭吗？
To think she made this journey alone, her family could have left, traveled south, found work in the cities,
老爷，
foraged in the
这个
mountains.
荷包是谁卖给你的？
你问这个干啥？
Because he killed my
这荷包是
father.
我做的，原本是我给爹爹的。爹爹一直不回来，我们全家都死了。我想知道是谁把这个荷包卖过来的，是爹爹还是哪个坏人？老爷，如果你能告诉我卖这个荷包的是谁，多少钱我都愿意给。你觉得不够，我就赚，1年、2年、3年，都给你赚。我一定要知道卖它的人是谁。
She's not actually gonna garnish her wage. Didn't lie this time. Everything is sincere at a moment like this. Often kill near Huasou. See what happens when a wolf stalks the same farm too much. Guy named Yen San. And now we have a contact to wait. She's saying it in the red. Her feet dug into the floor, drawing blood. Sworn enemy to hate the rest of her life. The only purpose to live on. And that is why she killed herself. Oh! That brought us straight to title. Bodies of the Starved. Bodies of the Starved? Isn't that... Finish Bodies of the Starved to unlock. But... what do now? We did fireworks, and then she vanished. And then after... You see how close it was to just the end. If the stream didn't crash at the very end last stream. Gone is the high affinity conclusion. Chapter 12, medium affinity. Chapter 12 and low affinity. Chapter 12 and Chapter 7 and maximum affinity. There's always a possibility that we had maximum affinity, but simply had not unlocked Chapter 7 yet. So maybe if we go back to fireworks, and then skip all the way through.
好啊，
这次也
不怕，梁爷。若是这样的话，你觉得自己还该？梁爷，
Offer money again.
谢谢。不骂我。
This is all the same.
梁爷，
And then she's gone. And then... Bodies of the Starved conclusion unlocked. So we did have maximum affinity. Dream with the bodies everywhere, then she's here. But she's not gonna drown this time, is she? Because the last ending we got was the drowned ending, and in the dream, the storms completely submerged her. Okay, see, the skip option only skips for text we haven't seen before, which means if I can't skip now, then this is useless. Well, this isn't entirely new. It's the same wordage, but probably because it's a different route now, it's not going to skip. Now she's still drowning. Or maybe she's going to drown, regardless. Like, because she's not going to kill us, the only purpose of her life is to kill us. And if her ploy to get close to us, lower our guard, betray us, and kill us had only humanized us to her, she is turning. So maybe she's going to drown herself either way. But because we have a high enough affinity, we actually know what's going on. We could probably suspect it and then run off to find her before it happens. And hey, this time we're both engulfed by a wave instead of her vanishing into the water on her own. She didn't leave her what was it? What'd she leave behind? The pouch, right? She didn't leave behind the pouch and a note with the innkeeper.
哎，客官，等等，
Oh, wait, never mind.
客官，您昨天来办住店时，身旁是不是跟着一个小女娃？对，她是在城中想了不久后来的。那娃子塞给我一吊钱，想托我给您留个东西。
She still has ambitions of ending her life. Excuse me. Then comes the tetanus. No, see, just skipping now. All the stuff we went through already. And then stopped there, because that's it. All that was old stuff.
啊，说了什么吗？没说什么呀。哎呀，客官，他真没说什么，他就说把
Well,
这
that's
个
on
东西
you
留给
then.
你，别的什么都没说。
Sworn enemy because I murdered her father but didn't do anything. Skip's not doing anything, so... He has the idea now that, oh shit, I killed her father. Do we apologize or explain or what? Can't skip. There's been nail clippings. No beggar family, not even the daughter. An elderly man fishing. Did we see him last time? No, there she is.
用你给的银子买了大饼，不饿了。
Maybe because it's earlier in the day when this encounter
你在
happens,
找人吗？在找昨天那个
then
娃？
we'll be able to catch her in the act
当然
before she
见过啊
disappears forever.
昨天的时候，他跟你一起的。
Have you seen the girl I was with? Yes, she was with you.
我还有今天的时候，我也见过他。我不会算时间，大概
Very
就是很
early.
早的时候，瞧见他沿着河边走。
Could you ask her which way, though? Unless she was stopped in place and staring toward the river, she was going to or from. So can't skip her. In the good route, he actually pays attention to the things his travel companion says. And she's going to be there this time waiting for us. It's still sunset by the time we get there. Are we in Gone? Where are we at? Right, story clip is 82%. But are we on Gone or Bodies of the Starved? They've all got that white aura around those, so it's hard to say where I am right now. Where's the autosave on? On Fireworks. Well, they're not letting me skip, so we must not be on Gone then. She did show up. Really? Standing in the shallow water of the lake's edge. So it sounds like she's about to. Lower half completely submerged. So, it was going to be the same outcome for her. Because she failed in her life mission to destroy us. But we could catch her and stop her this time. Our story together begins by a lake with her trying to kill us, and now it ends with her at a lake and us trying to stop her from killing herself. Circular, right? Because it turned out she couldn't kill us. She could at the beginning when we were strangers. But her plot to get close to us, learn more about us, have us lower our guard and our defenses against her, all it did is lower her own. That looks like a lot more than the tip. I mean, you got the solar plexus right there, you know. Just can't exactly stab straight to the heart. A little slash like this. Gotta put force to it. He's not made of ballistic jelly.
杀？我当然想杀了你啊！爹爹死了，娘死了，弟弟死了，我一直没死。 就是为了有朝一日能杀你。遇见你之前的1000多个晚上，我没日没夜，没时没刻。
Finally, the honest truth out of her.
我记着你的名字，反复的念，一路上都在想怎么杀你。我想把你用刀捅穿，用绳子勒死，用毒药毒死，用被子闷死。 用水淹死，用火烧死，用拳打死，用脚踩死！我要把你剥皮、挖心、抽肠生吃，火捧车裂鳞吃。我想了100遍、1000遍、10000遍要怎么杀你，结果到现在都没能杀了你。我也想知道为什么啊。 在华山的那一晚，我便忍不住了，找到机会就想杀你，结果你逃过一劫，还夺了我的刀。第2晚刀没了。
Busk and hustle all last night to buy a new one.
于是我便想教你影子戏，但你放松警惕，再找机会杀你。可这之后，每当我想下手，总担心你死了后。 那些孩子们没有好去处。
It starts with protecting the kids.
我想尽力
Protect the kids, get them to a good place, and then kill me. But by then,
在马车里的时候，我终于有机会，也有理由杀你了。我早就准备好了。我下了药，藏了刀， 想趁你睡觉的时候一刀宰了你。可是，你为什么像是变了一个人？为什么要对那些孩子那么好？
Just like Grandpa Chef
送我那
did.
双新鞋子。我几次想向你回到，但是一想到你做的事，一想到你变好了，
And we were even the ones to say, if someone was my sworn enemy, and I knew that they changed for the better, I would still want my revenge.
我丢了刀，咬着牙画你的画像，我自己下不了手，便想到了洛阳后再背叛你，陷害你，想带着你的画像去刺杀豚妖。若是事成，我可以为民除害，杀了那豚妖；若是事不成，也能把你诬陷为同伙，拉下水。无论怎么样都是好事。
And that's what she was all last night, hunting down the swine.
可是，我为什么还是做不下去？我怎么连这都心软了？不仅没法亲手杀你，连借刀杀人都做不到。我不要仇，对不起爹爹，对不起家人，我为什么这么没用啊？
Oh, she's just a kid. She's got a soft heart despite the hard life she's had. So of course her natural inclination is to make friends with the person she's close to, even if she wants to kill him. Does it actually? How good of an artist is her?
不给，早就扔了，我看见你就烦。你听我说了这么多，想说的就只有这个。
It's a nice framing if nothing else. Everyone depressed the game. And he killed the closest thing he has to a best friend. Except there's still Yuan, little kite, who owns the inn. over in that previous city we came from. She's got it pretty well put together, and she's a widow now. I still say he's got his happy ending that direction.
不行，做不到。
This is a lot to put onto a child.
我做不到啊！
If you're truly so remorseful, he could take the knife himself. If this is really what he wants. He's gonna burden her with one more death on her hands.
能做到的话，我早就动手了。
Hey, the funny thing about that is,
早晚要杀了你的。可是此
she
时此
did
刻
do it long
就
ago.
这么杀了你，我觉得不该是这样的，所以做不到。
Alright, F. What are you waiting for? Just do it! Warm yourself up and kill me later. There, a compromise we could all agree on. Cold, and you know that a stagnant swamp like this is covered in leeches. Her entire lower body soaked, me up to my knees. They're gonna wish that they made it all the way into the bottom. Well, there is also the whole take your shoes off before jumping. I assume it's take your shoes off before drowning too. My dude, you got the pouch that she gave her father.
当初我猜弟弟是在闪地失踪的，用了3年时间，在闪地周边打听。7个月前，我在花州城的一家当铺里找到了那个荷包，也就是我送给弟弟的荷包。这荷包是我亲手做的，弟弟必定不会乱丢。那么将这荷包带过来的人，多半便是杀了他的仇人。我把钱都给了老板，他就把知道的事都说了。他说了你常做杀人劫道的行当，也告诉了我很多关于你的事。
嘿嘿。We're a bit late now for who should or should not break the social contract.
倒是不需要假装被他拐走。我听到他和别人商量送娃子的事，知道他常和你合作， 便装成哑巴去找他了。他看我无家可归，也听话懂事，便待我不错。你们来的时候，我一直担心他会留着我不卖。不过，还好他最后
He
还是
nearly
把我交
didn't
给你
sell
了。
her to us, specifically because she was quiet and obedient. But luckily, we didn't accept little Buddha as a fourth party member.
是啊，他觉得我是哑巴，从不锁着我。一天晚上我
Okay,
起
so
夜
the
的时
whole
候被
swine
偷听到
demon
了。
thing is less because of Grandma's spotty story and more because
吞妖的故事是奶奶给我讲的，是我编进
borrowed
去
the
的。
framing of it, but heard what Yin-san was saying about the destination.
陕北人，原来的家在甘泉附近的一个小村子里。14。
14, but looks 9 to everyone
Sure.
else because of severe
前几
malnourishment.
天刚试死的，原来是13。你给我信息。
Is that why she was so upset that everyone else got presents but her? Partially because we pick on her and leave her out sometimes just to assert dominance, but also because it was her birthday. Her birthday and everyone was going to get presents except for her. Old enough to get married and be considered an adult. That's the first place his mind goes. Leaving out the kitten. The kitten was more family than Grandma at that point in her life.
就是被你害死的。本来弟弟买了东西，会带着粮食和药回来。
How much money did Dad have when we killed him?
没回来。
Had like
我们就没有粮食和药。
so much money on
弟
him.
弟没药死了，娘看弟弟死了也上吊死了。他们就是被你害死的。
3, 4 tael and a couple extra hundred in copper. But that would have been food enough to either survive the famine or pack the family up to move. Well, that blame the heavens, but who lost the mandate of heaven? You know? You know? Maybe there's a reason the rain never fell. You did directly kill her dad? You did the killing when he sold the heirloom and was on his way back. Tongue kind of foreshadowed it earlier with why does this matter now? You get upset that we sell the kids to be eaten, but how many kids died because you killed their fathers? No. Of course, it's the explosion. If it wasn't for the explosion, then he wouldn't have become a bandit. And if he didn't become a bandit, then her dad wouldn't have died. course, the landlords that make things hard, the soldiers that prey on others. It turns out the real guilty party is society. The true criminal in all this is gross inequality and the hoarding of wealth. Are we actually going to go over the swine demon? Okay, kid. Killing me is alright enough. Let's look at the bigger picture. If you really want structural change.
你在骂什么？谁的仇人？少在这故弄玄虚。
I guess that would explain why getting to this conclusion gets us 2 additional bits after. Are we actually going to go in
什
there
么？
and get the head of the Emperor's uncle?
你到现在还不明白？你怎么还都不够。
I figured this is going to be when the dashing general comes in and seizes Liu Yang. Saves us the effort. But maybe it's not, maybe it is us. But really, he's just one cog in the societal machine. Wow, typical insurance. Evil by nature, he says, after just describing how he was forced into banditry. I'm sure his pretty friend Kite would disagree with his harshness. Didn't they say that he owns, like, most of the fertile lands in the the Central Plain and whatnot? And receives so much extra grain from outside on top of that. This would make him the ultimate landlord, yeah? He's been radicalized. No longer is he going to prey on the fellow lower classes. That is quite the oath. Hold on. What's up now? Red flag to mind. Is he actually going to join the rebellion now? Oh, he wants revenge of the swine demon who lives in the palace here, right? If he's throwing away his life, he's gonna throw his life away into the rebellion and then steer that dashing general down this direction. He probably can't kill all by himself someone who lives at an opulent palace, who makes the emperor call him uncle. But if he comes down here with an army, he's already got the respect of that dashing general. Join dashing General Lee, or assassinate the swine demon. I got options once more. Probably my final options of the game. Now, the smart play. The hungry lamb. Still in Bodies of the Starved, looks like. So, only really missing a couple of bad ends. And this bad end here, if we choose to just sell all the kids for a high price. I suspect this is also a death, rather than a premature end, where we just make some money and the story ends early. She just said the only reason that she hadn't killed us after her first attempt. Is because she wanted to protect the kids and get them out safely. So maybe us selling them to be either prostitutes or child brides, both terrible options. The kids are like 6 and 9 years old. Maybe she kills us then when their safety is less guaranteed. Okay. Smart play is to join the dashing general and then come back with an army. Blaze of glory option is to assassinate the swine demon right here, right now. We're probably not going to make it through the door even. We've seen his phenomenal fighting ability. If there's a group of professional soldiers, he could take down 2 and maybe 3 if not for the damn muskets. In the practice fights with the rebels, he was taking down everyone and went like 30 rounds with General Lee himself. Maybe what we're looking at here is 2 different conclusions. Maybe one is join the rebellion, one is just assassinate directly, and both go to a kind of ending following from the highest affinity true end. Well, first and foremost, come back with an army, because I'm pretty sure historically Luoyang is going to get sieged by this specific general pretty soon. Let's be a part of that. If we want to ensure that blood flows from the highest landlord in the land, from the highest human representation of the heavens, in an era when this heavenly mandate has been shattered, let's do that shattering. And then we'll come back and see how much he could rambo through. Wouldn't be wrong. Sordid aside, scarred up face from battles. A wandering hero traveling around the world. How common is that for him to buy it? Outside world in this case just being places outside Shan. From fantasy? Oh, come on! I thought that was him, like, a bit in the future, finding a contact to bring him to the general's current location. And not just fantasy if this didn't happen, if he got to live as a hero he always wanted to be. And for all he knows, maybe they will, but at least he'll put his life towards taking a few heads along the way. It's kind of funny, like, absorbing some of the politics of this game. Cause sure, part of the purpose is to give, like, a snapshot into life in the rough times of the transitionary period between the Ming Dynasty and the Qing Dynasty. But also, like, what's portrayed positively, what's portrayed negatively. The cannibalism is definitely given a more negative treatment, when for a lot of the time it's more ambivalent. Either, hardships happen, you do what you gotta do to survive, or, if you're rich, who doesn't want to devour a succulent child just to try something new, or, those indigenous people on Taiwan are less than human, let's just chop them up, put them on market. And the rebellion being written off, like transforming from like a positive Robin Hood-esque kind of thing go after the landlords, help the poor, to written off as just unruly bandits in the Qing dynasty because, sure, they helped out in toppling the Ming, but you don't want the peasants rising up every time they smell injustice. To, in a 2024 game, maybe rightfully pointing out that they were fighting off a great injustice at a time of starvation. Just interesting to see the transformation of certain points of views. And what it might inform in either maybe a little bit of what are the devs and writers trying to say, or maybe just little details one keeps a critical eye on. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly why we're joining up with Li and not rushing in ourselves. Lang is a great fighter, but if he goes in solo, he's not making it through the gate. And she's like, damn, that's cool, but I wanted you dead.
他们的行径与盗匪无异，也是走到哪抢到哪，抢东西的时候会杀人。我怎么知道你跟了反军能还债？搞不好你会杀更多无辜的人，让原本的债越积越多。
Well, if we stack up more blood debts, so we go from the Emperor's uncle to the Emperor, until all the heavens fall. And then we prop up a new peasant dynasty for the next 1 year.
"记得，我们还给他们演过戏。他们当时说话算话，演完影子戏后便放了我们，确实不像是土匪的做派。
Which is more than we could say about the official soldiers we passed through earlier. Like, we're all sure they were deserters, but I'm sure that their conduct still typified the actual military arm of the state as well.
梁爷说的确实有道理，我的仇人不该只有你。若是细想，支持我家到如今这副田地的，归根结底确实是囤药，还有这当今世道。
Shared societal culpability. Michel Foucault is fist bumping in his casket.
我家本来很守规矩的，每年都会按时交粮。然而那些收粮的官吏却因为邻居跑了，让我们来承担逃者的粮。没有粮，爹爹才要出远门卖传家宝。没有粮，我们一家人最后才会饿死。我后来也打听过，家里耕的地确实是囤妖所属。他单单在中原地界征粮还不够，甚至邻近的三地也有人替他横征暴敛。这么说的话，普天之下，
Would I say the ultimate landlord, the entire Central Plain?
确实是他害的，他确实是我最应该复仇的人。行，梁爷，我认可你的想法。你若是投了那闯军，有一天能跟着他们打到洛阳，杀了屯妖，我可暂时留你性命。毕竟用你这第二仇人的命，去换那第一仇人的命，这买卖也算不得亏。不过你不要忘了，我给你的命，只是暂借于你的。
Makes it sound like at least or a
你
pet.
要生死的那一天，我一定会来找你的。那时，我一定会来取你的性命。
And then she transforms into the sun. In a few years, he doesn't think they're gonna make it down tomorrow?
我大概和逃荒那几年一样，随便走走，活着就行。应该不会吧？我还想多活久一点呢。活久点，好盯着良夜是否守约，也好在多年后杀了良夜。
Well, that's a victory. A change from the previous ending to this one. At the very least, doesn't end up with her dead here in the lake. Maybe she can go back to that one inn where where Grandpa's chef had worked. Then again, he probably took out a different apprentice since they probably have a different cook.
我想到了，
But she's in good with the inn owner.
良夜，为了防止我之后想轻生，也为了防止你毁约，不如我们来立一个约吧。以5年为期，若是5年
Within
后
5
闯
years.
进攻入洛阳，良夜杀了屯妖，我们就在这里
Well, we
见
got a 5-year deadline then.
"拉钩，上吊，100年，不许变。"
I mean, that's an English pinky promise, but isn't there a bit more violence implicit otherwise?
喂，良夜，你也念啊，2个人都念了才算数。
Or was Hozuki's version just extra gruesome in Hozuki no Reitetsu because he's just a more gruesome guy?
"那就10年吧，10年不够就15年，20年。
What if the swine demon dies of a cardiac before then?
要5年来一次洛阳。愿意啊，反正良夜活着就是为了帮我报仇，不要半途死了才好。所以呀，良夜千万不能死了，良夜只能我来杀。
Okay, but if he does break that promise and allow someone else to kill him, what's the penalty then? If she's not putting an enforceable penalty in this contract, was just gonna say, should probably leave her with something. By finding a city, finding a place of ill repute, giving her sob story, and then being given a job. Five or 10 or 15 years. Well, history's happened, so we should know exactly when. Never returned, past tense. 9 years. So it did take more than the 5 promised initially. Where are we at now? Real conclusion in gold, neither gray nor blood red. A literal golden ending. 1632. I thought they said 9 years later. No more grain taxes to pay for now. Nine years and wearing the exact same clothes. Stinky. $1642. So good to fight as his bodyguard, but that's pretty sweet that after besting him in combat, the immediate position is to fight for his protection. Oh, what? Joined up with the rebel army is driven out by the Imperial Army. Even a victory against the dead. Also, take notes, we are getting some actual history in this. And yet... spoilers, the way of the world does not exactly overturn. Land equalization and tax exemption. How are you gonna represent this paradox? Take it in manpower, the more starving peasants there are. Though given the most recent Tinto talk for the upcoming Project Kaiser, this rebel army on the move, taking in more people, would count as an army-based country, right? Then they could capture a capital, take it as their own, get some actual land under them. Someone. Who's that someone? Kidnap the governor, capture the swine demon, and open the city gates. I still don't have a good beat for who the swine demon is specifically. Governor and swine demon seem separate here. We know he's royal. So... if it is someone of royal importance who died in Laoyan, go look that up. Also, all that lush air. Hold on. Getting more details here. The swine demon and the family fled in the morning, hit at a temple. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up some of my old research, see if this can't give me... Let's see. History, Han, Wei and Jin, Northern Wei, later. No, that's no good. Different General Lees. Fine, I'll do my research after stream. Son fled quickly. Hold on. So his son flees. And then he dies in Laoyan. I think I'm narrowing in then. See also. Because Ming was the... Which clan was that? Chongzhen Emperor's the last of them. Zhu. Okay. Li Zishen does a capturing of Laoyang. Let's see, where was that? Proclaimed himself Emperor, Shun Dynasty, not important right now. Popular culture, folklore, no. Not what I want. Concepts and issues, ancestry. Okay. I'll look it up later. I know somewhere in my research, I was reading something about a couple of imperial family over in Laoyan. Someone whose papa died in Laoyan when Li came over. And then he lived off elsewhere, so I'm guessing that this is that dead papa. I keep saying fine, I'll look it over after stream, but I keep looking things up anyway. Let me see. Yanza, wrong one then. To 1644. Oh well. Too much history to sort through. Too many personalities to look through.
梁，这就是你说的朋友。啊，我记你以前说过，这宋狮子每年都要收几个女娃活吃，吃了10几年了。
As far as we know, that's what Yin San's business was about.
哦，我见过，他看你也演过戏了。哎，这女娃现在
Did they ever find the family for the third girl, come to think of it?
杀了的死。
Yeah, can we?
我家就是因为他派人守灵，全都给饿死了。刚才我去他王府后面看，他的路都比我那饿死的妹妹吃的好，急死我了。不行，
No, not gonna kill him yet. What if I try? Trade with the imp? No, no.
不行，不行！咱要是这么直接把豚妖杀了，还便宜他狗屎的了。来人，弄一口大锅，把豚妖扒了衣服。
We're gonna boil him alive.
好，再抓几个漏过来，一袋下来。今儿个我要好好犒赏兄弟们。
A proper feast.
大家别顿好
They're gonna be
的
eating rich tonight.
一袋杀一下，傅老爷。
Aw, he's ruined the broth.
本王贵为齐王，你们不能这样！不要俘虏爷，不要俘虏爷！
Prosper, pork deer. They're so happy. Their enthusiasm here is infectious. Sika, Sika. Tied with twine resembling dumpling. I must continue my research. I need to know. Because I was doing a whole lot of research thanks to this game. And so I think I did pick up on a couple of candidates.
本要身为秦王，富甲天下，当如此计划，不肯发分毫堂仓，赈济百姓，实为奴才。今儿个我把他治了，砸鹿肉20，给诸位弟兄和百姓分20子。
And again,
愿大家吃好
like back to
喝
like
共享着
what's
福禄宴
depicted as good or bad through the course of history. Like in history, the cannibalism was pretty much it happens. If you're starving, you gotta do what you gotta do. But also they had like official human meat on the market at points of time. And in this game, we've gone from like cannibalism as a terrible thing. Either you're forced into it because you're hungry, or it's reprehensible when you're like targeting the women and children to survive. Ghouls, most of the cannibals are. Or hungry ghosts in Sue's case. But here there's a kind of retributive justice in it. Kind of like how at times it wasn't just starvation or luxury dining, but humiliation of your enemy. He even snorts like a piggy. And to think Sue's not here to enjoy the pork stew. No one wanted to take. Oh, so it's not even too oily. Clearly, they haven't had hot pot. Damn. They were living just as cush. Spoilers. This is about the time when the Ming Dynasty is overthrown. I mean, heck, the entire course of the game, even in Lang's childhood, is considered the transitionary period from Ming to Qing. So what year is this again? This is 9 years after 1632. My curiosity is getting the better of me. I'm sorry, but I really, really want to know. Ones who died. Ooh. Died in 1641. Possibility? Have we got... Have we got the swine demon? Shu Changshun, if I remember this right? Hyun? Third set of Ming Dynasty Wan Li Emperor. And Wan Li Emperor. Let's see. I should go the wrong way. I should be going to... Wan Li was there. Zhongzhen Emperor was the last Ming Emperor. Father. Grandfather. And so that grandfather's child. Right? third son of the Wanli Emperor. So yeah then. Dad's brother, that would be uncle. Someone the Emperor calls uncle was literal then, not just symbolic or politeness. Attempted to have his roommate heir apparent, failed to overrule primogeniture. Killed in 1641 during an uprising led by Li Xingchen, the dashing general, then the dashing king. Fled to the Ying'an temple with the eldest son. Zhu captured, son managed to escape. That's pretty much what happened in-game, isn't it? When the dashing king comes in, he and his son fled to the temple. Son got away, and then Zhu captured. Executed in front of a large crowd at Zogong Temple. Body boiled with that of deer to make stew. Flesh eaten by Li Zicheng and his soldiers. Whereas in the game, they were too put off by the putrid, oily stew. Hongguang Emperor. Chinese Southern Ming Dynasty. Okay, so the Swine Demon's son goes off to become the Southern Ming Emperor for a while longer. Okay. So we found him. We know who it is now. Swine Demon identified. He's got 1 year to go. It isn't 10 years yet. You gotta wait, man. She said every 5-year interval. Did they not make their first 5-year meeting? '23. That's a lot better than the teasing they were giving when they thought that she was 11. Same as it ever was. There was the same worry even back during our journey with the lambs. And hey, we also know now that if we follow historical inevitability, this is the only way that the swine demon would have died. If we went to assassinate him 9 years before his time, it wouldn't have worked out. It would have been suicide by cop. Both palace guards being cop. Nice and chill today, and the cats actually let me sleep in.
啊？咋真突然？娘，你这是要死不顺心？
He gave 9 years of his life to the army. Standard contract is 4 to 5 years.
哦，我想起来了。当时你来投军时候说过，你说你原来把人家女娃她打傻了，你把人娃骗了，让她暂时。
Yeah, exactly. A simple arrangement.
对着不？ 哎，那你见着过个女娃了没有？这就实现了，你错了，咱的愿望还没实现嘞。
Maybe so, but
他还要继续买东边大，买南边大，还要赶走所有的狗官恶霸，让所有人都过上好生活。娘，你应该跟我继续打，咱不为别的，就为了公平的能吃饱饭的天下而打。再一个，真多苦儿子都过来了，你这个时候走了多可惜啊！等以后我当了皇上，给你封官，赐给你耕不完的地，再跟着我。
abundant land. Whatever happened to land equalization, Lee? Jewelry on silver tails. I'm the swift horse. I get my own red hair. Sorting through these stickers, seeing how I want to pair them off. I think it's rain. Oh, that's right. They haven't had rain in so long. And now he's gonna be covered in slugs. They're gonna spontaneously generate in the rain. It's raining so much they produced a boat. Is this going to be my assassin-to-be traveling down the river to meet me in town? Because 10 years is coming up. I'm taking a nap. I'm enjoying the rain for the first time in 10 years. He's such a busybody, but he's a concerned busybody. She doesn't want me to catch a cold. If this is her, she's been doing pretty well for herself. Clean clothes for the first time, looking clean and pretty. Some nice accessories in her hair. Not bad for a farmer girl that had to devour her family and live rough for some tough formative years of her life. And now, my life is over. Clearly, she really has been living a decent life. 9 years of tumult and chaos. And looks like she hasn't just found stability, but has been thriving. You never know, could still be a brat. Because it was only 9 years and a few days. From the nearby town, she was even staying close by.
我和良夜还是有缘呢。你刚要走远，我便在路上接到你了。看来是天意不让我们错过。 没有，我去过很多地方，只是在洛阳附近住的最久。我经常会打听洛阳城的消息，以便来找你赴约。
Yeah. But some nice tea first, and then she could take the debt.
“毕竟这么多年了嘛。话说，良夜觉得我好看了吗？”良夜打了这么多年仗，沧桑了许多。不过，总体还是和我记忆中的样子差不多，没怎么变。还没嫁呢。
So, you single?
良夜呢？打仗的时候娶妻
Are
了
you
吗？
kidding? He was married to his sworn brother as his
也
bodyguard.
是。
So, are you gonna kill me or?
“是啊，我是来杀良夜的。父母之仇不得不报，良夜的命，我早晚都要收的。”
Sooner or later, huh?
不过，9年没杀良夜，如今我也不会急于一时。这样如何？我再给良夜宽限一段时间，良夜把想做的事都做了，了却了所有心愿后再死吧。
Look, it's okay. She fulfilled her destiny and killed us once already. The debt has been fulfilled. His wish to form a Shadowplay troupe. Oh, we got an epilogue to the other girls, huh? Well then how about this then? It's been 2 hours. If we're gonna have an epilogue that tells us how everyone's fates are doing... It's been 2 hours, I gotta pee. Enjoy the sweet reunion music. While I refill some water, empty other water, catch up on a few things, and then we'll come back and finish the game properly this time, no disconnection. The boys had woken up when I got out there, so I gave them some snacks on top of getting my water. Okay, let's go find out how the other kids are doing. To die without regret.
他们的
She knows how
近况
they're
我知道
doing.
的。翠儿和红儿都没嫁人，
Still single.
琼华嫁人了，
Winhua married.
大家都还活着呢。
Well, excellent for them.
因为琼华嫁人了，又是北方
To
边
the
境，
northern border.
想和她见面不太容易。不过翠儿、红儿的话，我们可以去扬州找他们。
They kept in touch in the group chat.
我去找过一次渊姐姐，记得当时境地很乱，渊姐姐便打算带他们往南方逃。几个月前，我还收到过他们的书信，说他们目前在扬州的一家茶楼里，让我有空时去找他们。啊，信中还提到红儿和翠儿如今在
They
茶
do
馆
shad.
里
They
给人
picked up on the
演戏
shadow plays. At least they get to the shadow play dream. That's so sweet.
不知他们演的如何，我倒是挺想看的。
Do they know the old songs, or do they have to make their own? When
好呀，那便说好了。
the time comes. Well, now that they're both adults and she's in her early to mid 30s, we can consider this less creepy flirting then. The, oh you, I'll kill you when I kill you, definitely less creepy than think she's 11, being a bit too flirty
这
when
么多
they're in the
年来，
bath and
我
all
跟别
that.
人提起我的名字，
Her
一
name's
直都是
Satsu?
说岁，唯独良夜，我说了全名，是叫满岁。当初我就是觉得，
Huh,
要让仇
so
人知道我
that's
的
the one
全名
truth then, Mansu's her actual
我才没
name.
有白复仇。如今怎么想的，我也不知道了。话说回来，良夜觉得怎么样？
Did I get that right? Yeah, always told people name was Sue. You're the owner was my full name. So Sachi gave us a new one. She's like, hey, the name you need me by, you're the only one who knew it.
你喜欢满岁还是岁？啊，
Oh, is that gonna be it? They took the BRB for nothing. It turns out we don't get to go down and get an in-depth epilogue of where they are. Just a summary, and then of what comes next, and then ending. That's okay, because I do want to see what the other endings would have been then. True ending. Living life together. Aww. And an actual theme. I mean, I think it's clearly obvious that they become family to each other now after this hardships. Dedicated to those fighting for no more starving. We didn't really get proper credits the last time, did we? No, even though I can't read it, my rule still is absolute. We go through the credits at least once. But I like this. It was a nice story. As far as interactivity goes, the Steam discussion page, not discussion page, the Steam store page was all like choices and consequences. So I thought there'd be more to like branching story and consequence than just... It's very linear, with the only real branch being on certain chapters. If you say the wrong thing, you die. But then the story is pretty much linear all the way until the end, where it turns out it's only 4 choices from chapter 12 onward that matter, as far as which ending you get in the end of the game. Things like being nice to the beggar family that tries to rob you, saying that you regret the killings instead of not regretting them. I think choosing to not sell the kids for big money and be nice is also one. Quite possibly negotiating to bring the kids with you when you flee when fighting the rebel army. There's an English Steam guide that goes into what 4 things affect your affinity at the end, but it really is only at the end. But that's alright, because the ends have various levels of interactivity, right? It's just, I thought there'd be more to branching and such. To trying to do good, but being unable to escape your crimes and sins. It turns out that's more narrative than branching-wise. Oh well. I've enjoyed really branching VNs like Kara no Sojo, and I've enjoyed absolutely not branching VNs like Eden. They were the last 2 on the planet, in which you have 15 hours of story. All you do is read it and watch it, and you don't make any change. And so this falls between that. It falls between an uber branching VN and a pure kinetic novel. Why do I feel like this is gonna mute the VOD for a bit? The first day's stream did get muted. I thought it was for the Ring Fit music I used for the pre-stream, but it turns out it was somewhere in the middle of the stream. Well, this goes through. I'm trying to decide, like, how do I want to put these stickers here? That could be cute at an angle like this. Doesn't want to peel easily though. I'll sort it later. All these other laters. I'm assuming with the diversity of names all blocked up like this, that this is just all the backers. But let me see, we now know that the swine demon was Zhu Changshun, third son of Ming Dynasty Wanli Emperor. But nothing on cannibalistic tendencies. Maybe I could find other information on him out elsewhere. Wikipedia? Wikidata? Alternate history in which Zhu Changshun becomes Ming Emperor. LinkedIn profiles for 3 Changshun Zhus. Personality database. What do you think Zhu Changshun's MBTI personality type is? I think not. Oh, this other database wiki thing is just a copy-paste of Wikipedia. Gender and violence, the multivalent voices of the cannibalized concubine. It would help if I spelled cannibalism correctly. "2016 Hindustan Times, China suppresses horrific history of cannibalism. Violence and cannibalism, 5 dynasties after China. 3 ancient Chinese banquets that changed histories, with the blurb mentioning Zhu Changshun, known as the Prince of Fu, the Ming Dynasty. It's gonna be him consumed when General Li comes in, not about his own appetites, I bet. Open a new tab. Ritual and culture of cannibalism in Wuchuan, Guangxi, China. doesn't... It's an entry that specifically crosses out the name, though, so it's not related then. Might try this academic article. More reading material for later. So, in 2 hours' time, we made it to the golden ending, the real conclusion, living together. A bit flirty by the feels of it, now that they're both adults, and she's apparently rich and pretty. And the "oh, I'm gonna kill you" sounds like flirtiness at this point. Oh, look, we got CGs, we got a gallery. All the time she gets choked. Let's skip the bath stuff. Her getting choked yet again. Oh, where's Shouldn't Show? We didn't get to see Tongue get stabbed in the throat and then boiled into stew. Locked. We have locked options here. That's quite a few locked stuff. It's the other endings, I bet, if it's all the way up here now. You got all the musics. And the credits roll. Okay. Let's go back to Bodies of the Starved. And choose to rush in solo. So it's not just skipping words we haven't seen, it's skipping sequence. It's not skipping words we've seen already, it's skipping sequences we've seen already. But if a sequence already has the same words, it's a different sequence. Warning, almost gave myself an epileptic seizure there. Assassinate the swine demon directly. Finally, acknowledgement that classical heroes are basically murder hobos. They have a code of ethics, it's different. Assassinate the swine demon and pay back the blood. It's gonna take an army to do it. He's trading his life, but not for his. If he wanted more hints, favored by the Wanli Emperor. But primogeniture, they couldn't make him the Emperor next, couldn't make an heir apparent. There, I've now got stickers of cute gay boys. Turns out he's got 9 more years. Let me see something. There's a couple of people online right now. This ends up being a short stream that I could drop a knock onto, the new Twitch feature, to hassle someone with a notification saying, hey, this person wants to stream with
杨
you.
毅说的确实有道理，
And starts a voice
我
call.
的仇人不该只有你。若是细想，指使我家到如今这副田地的，归根结底确实是豚妖，还有他手下的那些人。我家本来很守规矩的，每年都会按时交粮。然而，那些
Okay,
收
so
粮
this is
的
mostly
没有
similar.
粮
This is just her
我后来也
agreeing
打听过，他单
that
单
the
在中原地
swine
这么说
demon
的
is
话
indeed our enemy.
普天之下，很多人的家邦业，我可以与你一言为定。
Debt will be
你
settled.
真能杀了那豚妖，我
If
们
we
的仇人
promise to kill
必将
him
碎
solo,
尽
the debt is settled. If we promise to join the rebels and take his head, then it's merely keeping me alive until we do kill him. And then she'll decide to kill us. Fenix got messages on Discord for me. Damn. See, Fennec is making $1.11 more than he used to per hour because he got his yearly raise, and that $1.11 took him off of Medi-Cal, and now he's got to buy his own insurance. Basically, about when his doctor said, "Yeah, we could do some extra surgery. We could do a little hysterectomy for you." Whoops! No more insurance now. And so he spent part of yesterday trying to find options for insurance, but he also really wants his surgery. And I did say, well, Fennec, this messed up system, even ACA isn't the best because it's not true universal health care. It's a law that says you need to have insurance. You're getting insurance. If you're too broke for insurance, here's some options that are more affordable. Hence, Affordable Care Act. It's still a messed up system because healthcare is not universal and cheap. And so I opine this is why people leave the country. It is actually so much cheaper to get surgery overseas. You pay for a plane ticket, you pay for the hotel, but it's still super cheaper compared to surgery through insurance in America. $140 American. Where is this at? Hospital della Famiglia. Is that Italy? Oh, Mexico. Not too far away then. So, wouldn't even have to do, like, a big expensive flight or anything. We could do a day trip to Mexico and pay $140. How messed up is that? That we could realistically just take a weekend trip to Mexico, be tourists, get some stuff surgically removed, and then come back up. Must go with the... Oh no. Hold on. I must go with you. So she's saying the blood debt is fulfilled this time, but... there's no way that Nang alone can kill the swine demon by himself. This is going to be going out in a blaze of glory. And if she comes with us, we're both dying at the gate.
只有第一次算失败，后面都是我心软了才没有杀你。是我真想杀
She
你，
did.
早就
She
得手
actually did.
爸，不说这个了。我觉得要杀豚妖这样的人，一定要智取。
Strategy, not just brute force.
良爷若是直接提刀从王府的正门闯入，能有多少胜算？
0%.
先不说你可能根本就找不到那豚妖，哪怕你知道他在哪儿，你还要跟整个王府的守卫打，跟整个洛阳城的立足打。哪怕良爷武艺高强，你能杀得过几个人？
But she is.
你杀得
A
过
few
几十个人
people,
几百
up
个
until
人吗？
bows get involved, up until muskets get involved, and even going one-on-one against Tung's hired killers. He could face a few guys pretty easily, but if one comes up from behind him while he's busy, he's got nothing.
"没有啊，虽说我本来便想去刺杀那豚妖，但原本的计划根本没
Well,
实
the
现。
swine demon was a
我
metaphor
原本
for
只是
me.
想碰碰运气，能杀豚妖便杀了他，不能杀。
Well, no, she was also
就
planning to
好
kill
陷害
him to
良
frame me too.
夜，根本没考虑过太多。
Either way,
不过，若是我能和良爷一起去杀那豚妖，这2天我们可以好好讨论下。
these two alone
我
aren't
动
going to
脑
be able
子
to，do it.
良爷动手，我们2人一起，定能杀了那豚妖。我一定要去的，我不能不去。我若是不去，那不如现在就死了。
Joining the rebel army to come back with an army and take his head, she was more willing to wait 5, 10, 15 years if she had to.
良爷，我不是在说笑，若是不去杀那豚妖，我也不知道今后该怎么活。家人死的时候，我本想随他们一死了之。我能活这几年，都是为了替他们报仇。如今，我不杀良爷这个仇人了，也愿意接受你的提案。那之后呢？那之后我要做什么？我没有家，没有想做的事，没有想去的地方，之后不知道该怎么活。与其如此，不如让我和你一起。我想全程跟着你，将你杀豚妖的每时每刻都看在眼里。最后，我们杀了豚妖后，再一起死。
Mutual suicide. If a 14-year-old girl promises to go with you and at the end mutual suicide, run. This is not the good route, Liang. Scoozy scoos. Homeless and drifting. See, if he had a proper job with the rebel army, that's a bit more stability she could trust. This is just annihilation. Choosing to rush the gates, whatever the plan is. It's either they get killed trying to do the assassination, or they succeed and then kill themselves afterwards anyway. While they go through these plans, I'm going to see what I can suss out about the swine demon's culinary history. Journey a certain death, not even a faint hope survival. Are they going to do a shadow play assassination attempt? And backup plans. Drawing the blade and assassination techniques. Are we actually going to play the shadow play, or are we just getting close? They are doing the actual shadow play to get to an explosive climax. Fun fact, you can't use the word climax on a Twitch stream title. That's why in my Twitch stream title it's spelled with a Y. Our final meal before we die. Let me see what color ending this is. It's still a gold ending. Living life together or together in death, either way gets to a real conclusion. Story completion 95.61%. We're missing this, that, and several alternative choices along the way that I thought led to affinity but really don't. Like whether to spank her or to tease her about the possibility of raping the kid. Like, I'm sure they don't. He just teases, gets cruel, and then spanks her anyway. I thought that was affinity, probably not. The village, whether you choose to share food or not, doesn't lead to a bad end. I thought that would be a point where, oh, if I give food away, we're going to starve before we get to the next city. Apparently not, because there's no death there, there's nothing in between. So there's a few things that don't lead to ends, but because they occur before chapter 12, they're not contributing towards the affinity points accumulated for which ending you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, with an affinity choice each. So I wonder if that counts for completion. That's just extra stuff. Just like side flavor. 3 famous banquets from ancient China to change history. Hongmen Banquet, 206 BCE to 220 BCE, scholar Sima Xian. That's before the time I care about. Good Fortune Banquet, 1641. Li Zisheng, overthrowing Ming Empire, Storm City Luoyang. Dark fat guy. Hey, someone they described as dark actually isn't porcelain white.
你叫石星？那石星在哪儿？
Yinsan's token. Dead.
小娃呢？怎么我就看到
Eaten
一
by
个？
tigers. Isn't that the original plan?
唉，你们这一路也是惨啊。不过现在这要如何是好啊？
It was a long journey, I mean, that's why I got so many, right? Because people
没法向
die?
老爷交差啊。
伯伯，不用慌，我能交差的。我比其他孩子要懂事，要乖，还会一些才艺，一定能让老爷满意的。
哦，这女娃子倒是长得俊啊，也看着乖。哼，我一看便知道，老爷会喜欢这样的娃子。哎呀，可是我还是担心呐、只是丢了一个女娃还好，
You have an
这只
explanation,
剩下一
tigers.
个了，这可难交差呀。
Also, this makes it sound like his appetites might not be culinary. Unless he wants to enjoy the kids and then eat them.
“你想聊什么？
To warm pillows.
暖枕撕了？你在乱说些什么？这都是谁给你传的胡话？
Poor acting skills.
“你知道多少？
We don't know about him consuming the children.
不知道就好，忘了也好。你想的这些事儿传出去也没人会信，有人信也不会有人管。这事儿太大了，倒不是说担心老爷，没人能管他，只是这事儿若是走漏了风声，你我都会死。行。 那就当你送的女娃是用来暖枕的吧。你既然知道他们是
What?
这等
How many
用途的
pillows has he got to
应该也
warm
明
up?
白为何只交上一个难交差了吧？啊，不知你去过寻乐的地方没？要知道，雇一个女子来暖枕，与雇4个相比，这完全是不同的场面呐。
This is making it sound so much worse than just consuming them.
Yo, 你有什么高见呢？说来听听。
Fresh and satisfying experience of shadow plays.
他哪里特别啊？若只是长得好看、性子乖，这算不得特别。老爷这么多年，什么样的没见过？哦。
Yeah, surely he loves shadow plays just as much as anybody else. Personal instruction, huh? I feel like the way the swine demon's portrayed here, he doesn't care if he's got attendants with him.
“好，这个
Yeah,
想
he's all
法
for it.
倒是不错。”哎呀，小弟呀，没想到你还挺懂我们家
What can
老
I
爷的
say? I did my research.
老爷平生最爱的便是戏曲。记得10几年前，他还不喜欢小娃子的时候，便整日要找戏子给他唱戏。那会儿啊，他找了一个会唱粉戏的兔爷，哎，他让那兔爷穿着戏装，
Discuss
一边
profound
唱
matters,
一边和
huh?
他探讨至深。这么想的话，哎呦喂，老爷还没怎么听过影子戏，哎，能唱影子戏的小女娃更是闻所未闻呐，这想法真奇。明天我就去问问老爷啊。
Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied?
“我就知道你想问这个。活在当今世道啊，谁能不爱财呢？嘿嘿，放心，老爷不是缺钱的主，他能满意是最重要的。我估摸着，若是他能满意的话，赏就不赏你，
Won't impose much of a
罚也不会
penalty.
罚多少。
How generous.
就给你算2个小娃子的钱吧。 你看怎样？
2 kids worth. Okay.
怎么，嫌不够啊？那我得明天问问老爷，或许也能给你
3
算
kids
3
worth
个
of
小
money.
娃子的钱。顶多就这样了。
That's not bad. I'm only getting penalized the loss of 1 kid for the delivery of 1.
行，那我提提去。今天就先这样，你回去等着消息吧。对了，这10两钱给你。
10 tau bonus.
不明白啊？啊？尹三他们难道没跟你讲过吗？哎呀，怎么跟你说呢？看来你还真是第一次做人牙子呀。这个，在我们这一行呢，有个规矩，若是最后会送小娃子走，那便要给
Goodwill
他
money on
花
each of
一笔
them.
善钱。
If we're setting them off for good.
人各有各的命，唱戏的小娃子被卖给老爷，那便是他的命。这个，你带他吃点好的吧，啊，他享了这辈子从没享过的福，没白在人间走一遭。我们也
How
算
nice
是
of them.
做
They're
了
doing
善
one
事
good
嘛
deed for her. Truly kind-hearted. Yeah, the kid's going to be subjected to so many horrors. But hey, if he spent 10 silver on her for her final night of freedom, then we're doing a good thing. That's kind of what Shi Sheng was already doing when he found out who our client was, what this is for. He was treating them extra nicely.
梁爷学的像不像啊？学给我看看呗。好。
Goose and fish. We got emotes for both of those. On Twitch in general. I mean, if she's expecting to die pretty soon, what's the little wine? It was washed, shaved, thrown alive in a huge wok where it was boiled together with venison for a huge feast to celebrate Lee's capture of the city. Gleefully ate up the former prince and distributed Zhou's fortune and rice stores to local famine victims. See, in the history, generally captures a city, cooks the guy, and then everyone happily eats him. But in the game, they're like, ugh, we were going to eat you, but your soup is too fatty and oily. Let's go eat the rice instead. So even though it does portray certain elements of cannibalism as like positive if it's retribution against a wicked man, it still kind of cleans it up by having him not go through with actually consuming the person and simply having the eunuchs grab his boiling hot parts out of the pot to scoop up with their bare hands. shared more about her life. History of Ming Dynasty. History book commissioned by the Qing Dynasty. Different version of the story. Zhu simply killed by the rebel army and didn't become a dish on the table. Huh. You say 2 kids? Oh, 2 kids up front. And if he's satisfied, I get paid for the 3rd kid. This is the equivalent of a really prolonged game over, given that he's not going to die until 9 years from now. Shika, Shika. Shika. Cows. Celestial deer hunt.
养了好几年了。
Added to the stew with him.
那个小娃子呀，若是你把戏演好喽，明日王爷能让你凑近些看看。
哇，那谢谢老爷，谢谢王爷。
Making promises, knowing that she's going to die tonight. Adding the Seneschal to the sworn enemies list. Hence the furniture removed. Long bench instead. Don't mind the knives hidden in all the sticks. Shadow concealed in the frame. Yeah, because they're actually gonna try an assassination. I can imagine him being super nervous. Claim you're shy, that you've never performed in front of somebody so grand before. Well, I'm gonna die trying. Can he really be the hero?
梁爷，
Yeah, what she was saying is, get a hold of yourself, man. Two hours of bathing.
王爷驾到！
Well, we get to see him in happier times at least once. Lord of the Central Plains, who the Emperor has to respect. Clandestine employer. I thought it said clandestine emperor at first, like a power behind the throne kind of thing. Nah. Slightly less afraid. Me when first going to England. Like, I see some pretty big fellows, but not the level of horizontality that I would see in Reading. Also, the hair continues to really impress me. He's got a straight up a cloak.
两位小客不必多礼了，若是觉得累，就先坐下吧。本王本就爱看戏，无论是江南戏还是京戏，都看过不少。今日，本王也想着与民同乐一次，戏品下更有民间烟火气的影子戏，还望你们好好演，尽力演。
We couldn't even get nice clothes for her final performance.
两位小客，不知你们准备的如何了？
好，那我们就演吧。
So when are we gonna do this? We're gonna do it in the middle of the performance, or are we going to wait for him to dismiss everyone else? Act on the fly while performing. When play, lower guard. Ask the others to leave for the best performance. Which would very certainly get us killed, but this is a suicide mission from the start. He enjoyed it. He loved it.
好，好，真是精彩！本王虽不是第一次看影子戏了，可却是
He's
头
gonna
一
design the
回
singer
看这么
mostly.
好的戏。
谢谢王爷。
不用谢，我该谢你们才对。你们啊，让我看得这么尽
Job
兴。
performed successfully.
好，说来，你俩这组合也是奇怪，是啥时候开始一起
And
搭
rude,
伙唱
craziest
戏的呀
thing.？
你这成年男子，竟跟着一个小女娃学影子戏，也是一件奇事。
Everyone gets to have a moment of levity and smiles
这
before they
小女
die.
娃看着怕生，还敢教人演戏， 更是一位奇女子。
Referring to children as women sure is typical, isn't it? They're gonna get so much blood on them from this assassination attempt. I don't see us just walking out, even if we manage to kill him quietly. Like, she lunges for his throat, will we go for the chest or something?
年庚几何呀?
We gonna give her official age or 10? Okay, I'm gonna go for the official asterisk age.
10岁好啊，充满着灵气的年纪。你是哪里的人呀？
我是闪地北边的人，家住甘泉附近。
How come he only gets one line? I got two.
山地好啊，陕北更好。那儿确实是个好地方，那里的娃子朴实。
He's a real connoisseur, huh?
你们演得不错，本王之后肯定会重重有赏。哦，演完了这出后，下一出。 你们有什么安排呀？
Wu Song fights the tiger.
行，武松打虎好呀，本王就是喜欢。
Oh, he knows Wu Song. He knows all the classics.
不过，接下来本王想单独看着女娃子演一段。
It's his idea. We don't even have to steer him towards us.
要好几个人演，本王倒是想看，只有一个小女娃要怎么演。
When he says alone. Wow. Rude. How about it's not the show he cares about, though. He's a grumpy grump now.
大胆！王爷想怎么演就怎么演，你多什么嘴？
Royal Guard is concerned too.
良爷，没事的，我能给王爷单独演。你别惹王爷不高兴了。
How dare he say no to Her Highness?
你看这小女娃也比你要懂事，本王想看她一个人演。
So what's gonna happen? She's gonna go for the kill while they're alone in the room.
先去领赏吧，别在这里了。本王
And then we'll rush in.
一个人的影子
He'll be dead, but guards are gonna be rushing in too. And we fight our way out and fail.
小弟呀，你刚才怎么这样没眼色呀？
Yeah, man, you already got a show.
也别怪我刚刚凶你，王爷想怎样就怎样，咱都不敢说什么。
Now, there's only two royal... How many royal guard is here right now, outside this room? Could we take on the 2 guards and rush back inside? Then we'd hear sounds of struggle, right? In either one of those scenarios? And then we rush on in? I think it's more that because they're deaf and mute, they can't see what goes on. They said deaf and mute, not blind and mute. Sue? Oh.
哎，王爷现在怎么样？
It's actual alone time.
哎，我看不懂这比划的啥，你们懂吗？
Rail guard singular. Does that mean there's only 1 guard here? Is it gonna be my choice? No, there he goes! Ah, he's dead!
什么情况？
What if we let him draw his sword, rush inside, and then we attack him from behind? That way all of us are in the room. Even easier to hide bodies and prevent witnesses. Because now Seneschal's gonna see and cry out. He still made a noise though. He still called out rebel murderer. Unless they were faking, like Mansi was. She only got him with a gut. Thought she would have gone for a killing blow.
梁爷，帮我！
疯了！这死娃子疯了
Oh, he's gonna die here. He's got a knife in the stomach, and me with a sword.
喂，你快来护驾，捉住这死娃子，赏你100两。还有，快给本王找太医，血一直在流，本王好疼啊，要死了！
Go for the head! Go for the head! How comedic! And slash his buttocks. What's with these tender hits? We're giving them too much time to make noise. For guards to come in.
你不能杀本王，不能杀！若是杀了本王，我侄儿京城的皇帝要诛你们9族。
Well, lucky for him, we've got no family. Is he gonna go for the killing blow now? For the thighs? Why are we dragging this out? Maybe it's just me, but I think we're letting too much screaming come out. Oh, it's all heroic pose too. Decked out in Nausicaa blue. Bet. Is he now rating his kill? It's written in the red, so this must be the true ending. All that with one sword strike. And off goes the head. Through the neck. Severing the swine demon's head. They never refer to him directly by name. They give plenty of clues. You know who his papa is. That's my own. Alright. That's my own sword dropping and not guards rushing through the door. Blood debt paid, right? His head is way over there. But it turns out he starts growing a second one from the neck stalk. He's gone. He gets boiled alive in the other ending. So we had it coming.
虽然确实也挺怕的，我和他说不喜欢被丫鬟看着，他便让丫鬟出去了。这之后，他对我搂搂抱抱，我跟他说等一下，说觉得热想脱衣裳。
Damn, girl, being bold and taking the first step like
刚
that.
想解腰带，我便从白木的指甲里取出那把刀，噗嗤的一下刺到了他肚子里。他的肚子太大，太难找到胸了，而且我的动作也慢了，确实刺不到呀。手划伤了，你看，上面都有血。不用不用，一会儿我们就都要死了，这伤有没有都一样。
But then let's just walk outside if we tried to. Or are we really just gonna sit here and chat until the guards come? Yeah, we're dead. He's making that up. Even in the 17th century, you can't believe the promise that the cops give you. So what are we going to do? We gonna walk out the door and get pin cushioned, or we gonna wait here for them? Or Okay, yeah.
你们这就出来了？主子爷呢？主子爷在哪儿啊？
Damn, eunuch! I was hoping we were gonna toss his head out. I guess he must have been very, very kind to the eunuchs at least. Even if this guy has played Toho his entire life, there is no way he is dodging all these arrows. No, didn't she say? Yeah. If we go to assassinate him ourselves, then the blood debt is resolved. I'm amazed they're letting me have my final speech. Then credits. Fire, music stops. You know, Royal Eunuch, you yourself are in the line of fire here. Well, maybe not the historical ending. I could see this being appreciated as a kind of operatic ending. The guy's life starts in hardship. He does a whole lot of killing, does a whole lot of bad stuff, has a change of heart because he doesn't want to see these kids hurt, but in the end, dies as he lives. Oh, and one final CG, dying in each other's arms. See, it took all these archers to do what only took us two to do. Also, that is a very chipped sword.
好冷。
Isn't it the sword we picked up off the Royal Guard? Throat pierced by the arrow too.
两爷还在呀？
More circular poetry. First she was mute, now we're mute.
以前我装成哑巴，现在你真哑巴了，好像。凉，抱紧我吧。
Ultimately, though, this is simply one hungry elite. We were already dead and dying. There's no way we were surviving. Wheat with more poetry towards her farm upbringing. True ending together in death. Finn. So either one's a true ending. You get your options of true endings. Come back as victorious rebels and slay the swine demon as historical. And then she comes back as a healthy, happy adult. And they get to live together in life. Or in their shared despair and agony, they take on the head of this demon and die together as one. Death endings. I'm going to assume that these ones are for the last couple of remaining endings. Maybe one is a... Yeah. There's her suicide. There's us attacked and killed by Shi Xing's friends. So I'm going to assume that one is probably this that we had not unlocked in chapter 13 when we did not choose to simply sell the girls at a high price. And then it's probably 2 each for low affinity and medium affinity endings. But I think I could be quite satisfied with today's stream wrapping up the Seeking Revenge finale to Sue's flashback chapters, getting the bodies of the starved conclusion, and then seeing both true endings. 95.61, so I think it is just that, and the other thing. So I think that this is actually a decent place to end stream for tonight. Which means it is time to do a little bit of a raid. And we have options. But check this out, right? with with Twitch's new feature. We could knock a couple of people that I'm following right now. Knock on Cat Batsumi, knock on the MP83. Why don't we do the thing where we knock on someone and then raid them? Size right now is too small to raid MP. He's got like that 3 minimum. So, we could pop on over to the old Sumer. Give her a knock just for lulz. And then raid on over. Knock knock? Do we knock knock? Let's do that. We'll give the old knock knock. But then otherwise call it here for the night.
We got
Sound good? Knock. Okay, I think that button worked. So thank you folks for hanging. Turned out this game was very nice. Story and all. So, catch you guys around next time. Stick around for the raid. Say hi to Sumi. And I'll see you folks later.